The world of publishing is changing dramatically. Every publishing organisation on the planet is having to embrace digital transformation. Nowhere is this more important than in the whole field of educational publishers.
Educational publishers are typically print-based in everything that they do, so they determine what the product is going to be, the book, that's going to be used in a classroom, and then roll everything off that and determine what their digital content is based upon their print content. So the format, the design, the style of the digital is slave to the print content. A publisher that I've worked with could only solve this problem by throwing people at it, by employing more and more people to deal with this. So what's the solution? Well, deal differently with your content. Think about it as reusable chunks. Think about ways in which you can offer services around content. So how can you deliver content, say, for example, to learning management systems, not as an entire self-contained piece of work in your own learning management system, but content that could be sent out to be used in more widely used systems that are available in schools. And this is where Ixxus can come in and offer solutions to help with all of these different things, both breaking the print linear process and offering a more agile approach to the content, but also looking at the way the organisation can be reworked around that content. If you break that product print mindset, you start becoming a much more agile organisation, and it allows you to be more creative, more responsive to the market, and more able to produce products that consumers really want to use. So I think the future for publishers is really interesting. There's a lot of challenge out there. There are a lot of different competitors nipping at the heels of traditional educational publishers, but they've got an opportunity. They've got the brand, they've got the history in the market, and they have a real opportunity to take advantage of what's going on out there. And by working with people like Ixxus, they could really leverage their content to the maximum effect. Not only therefore getting return on that financial investment, but really offering something useful in terms of digital learning for the consumer.
Pearson, as you know, has 3 core operating divisions. Each of those divisions had their own publishing workflows, multiple workflows in each division for print, for learning management materials, for ebook type materials, and we wanted to get to a place where we could share content within divisions and across divisions. Print is still a very significant part of our business, and we need to manage print effectively. So those markets that are demanding fresh, immersive digital content want the same from print. So our ability to rapidly produce custom versions of print for different markets is still there. And the last thing that we wanted was to have a hardwired print workflow and a completely separately hardwired digital workflow. My vision was to have a holistic authorial flow that would allow us to choose the right content objects, the right learning objects, to produce either an EPUB or an LMS course or a print version. From a business perspective, having one consistent place where content is stored makes interoperability across divisions and within divisions a lot easier. Just finding things, if they're all in one well-organised storage space, is a lot easier. One of the challenges that we've faced and every other publisher faces is, where is my stuff? You know, is it in a DVD? Is it on a hard drive? Which content management system is it in? Because they all typically run on different taxonomies with different metadata. By unifying those taxonomies and metadata, people have got one single source of finding stuff, one source of search, one source of discovery. So the sheer amount of management time wasted on finding content is reduced quite dramatically. And because it's in reusable, repackageable formats, we can then wrap it up and deliver it to markets much more quickly. My view was that we're a publisher. Modern publishing is our core business, and there are organisations who eat, breathe and sleep complex solution delivery, particularly in the publishing space. So in my view, it made more sense to work with an organisation like Ixxus, who knew the publishing process extremely well, could talk to us in business terms, and could ground that with a very strong technology delivery capability. So it was a compelling proposition, as opposed to us having to resource up, having to learn new skills in alfresco and MarkLogic. We could have taken 6, 12, 18 months in practice. or go to an organisation who had those skills and the ability and the capability to deliver that to us right away. And for me, in many ways, that was a no-brainer to work with a company like Ixxus.